This is the sewing machine that I use. For all of you guys that have been asking me, I got this from Joann's fabric store. Pretty sure you can find it on any website. It's a Singer Tradition. This machine has worked best for me. This is the first machine that I've used, and this is the only machine that I've used because basically when I find something that works for me, I stick with that. But yeah, this works best for me. I'm going to show you guys how to thread your machine and all the things that you need to know about your machine. So the stitch pattern that I use is this zigzag pattern right here when I make my wigs, and the tension setting that it's on is 4 and the width setting that it's on is 5. That's the highest it can go. The type of thread that I'm using is polyester thread. The brand that I use is called Toady Lock, but you really don't have to use this same exact brand. And I'm going to show you guys how to thread the machine. This is something that I've always known how to do. My grandma taught me how to use a sewing machine. So that's why I said if you know how to use a sewing machine, then go for the sewing machine method. But if you don't know how to use a sewing machine, then I recommend that you just start off with the hand making part and then try to learn the machine. But I love this method. I love the sewing machine method because it's really quick, it's convenient, your arms doesn't hurt, your back doesn't hurt, nothing hurts. So this is where your bobbin will go. This is a bobbin. This goes underneath the machine right here. And it should always be 2 threads coming out. I'm going to show you how to thread the bobbin. This goes up here on this silver piece. The bobbin goes up here on this silver piece. And the bobbin has holes at the top. It doesn't matter which one you use. You're just going to stick it through the hole and hold it just a little bit. Stick it on here. Slide it over. And your sewing machine will have a pedal that comes with it. This is always on the ground. It's like driving. Sewing machines are just like driving a car, honestly. So what you're going to do is just hold this piece up, because if you just let it go, it can get like tangled in there sometimes. I just like to hold it just so I can secure it and make sure it's secure and that my machine isn't loosely just threading itself. I'm going to do it so I can show you guys the wrong way. That's wrong. See how the thread is underneath there? That's wrong. I just like to hold my thread so it can be secure. Not tight to where it's like pulling the machine, but you want to just hold it firmly. And once I get a few times around, I just cut this piece off and I just focus on holding this. And I'm going to hold it firmly. And you can press it as fast as you want, whichever is comfortable for you. And you're just going to allow the machine to thread the bobbin. And once you have gotten enough thread on it, this little piece will stop you. Like, it wouldn't even let you keep going. See? And you just take that off. Of course, you're going to cut the thread just like that. And we're just going to put this to the side for now. You're going to put your thread back up here. And the machine gives you step by step. It has numbers. So it'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm just going to show you guys anyway. This thread is going to go behind this little piece. It's like a little clamp right there. Then you're going to put it around that one time. You're going to just come down, go around, and you're going to hook your thread around this. Then 5 is going to be down here. It's another little latch, which is kind of hard to show you guys, but it's right there, right in front of the needle. And then 6 is going to be you actually putting the thread through the needle's hole. And then once you have the needle through the hole, you're just going to slide it through the footer. So it's going to be behind the footer and out of the way, just like that. Now this piece, you're going to put your bobbin inside of here, just like that. And these are little latches that you have to slide your thread into. Can you see these little creases? And you're just going to get your thread, put it in there, just like that. So now the thread is secured through the bobbin. Then you're going to get your bobbin and just slide it back in its place, just like that. The next thing that you're going to do is grab your needle controller. I really don't know, that's what I call it, but I call it a needle controller because if you can see, this is the needle and it moves up and down when you move this. So I just call it a needle controller. But you're just going to put your needle down in the machine and just keep rotating it. And you're going to see the thread, grab the thread from underneath here. And that's when you'll have 2 pieces of thread out of your machine. And you can get a comb or anything and just slide it right under the footer. And bingo, you have both of your threads out now. You close that and see both of your threads are out. So you have one thread from underneath the machine and then you have another thread from up here. You're just going to put this back. And that's it. Hope this video helped you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And go check out my sewing machine techniques for making wigs on a sewing machine. A basic sewing machine that you can buy from any store that sells sewing machine. Thank you guys once again for tuning in, and say hello to my grandma. If you guys don't know by now, Jackie's Butterfly Garden is my wig collection that I make wigs in memory of her.